Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Justice, also called Adjustment. That's some very balanced Libra energy. That is us really, I think, trying to find the right connections in a very practical way, in a very cooperative way. We're going to put this into some context. So let's see what's going on here. For some of you, there's also a legal issue going on. There's something to do, I think, with lawyers, with maybe with paperwork. I don't know that it's anything criminal. No, I feel like there's a lawsuit. I don't know if you are involved in a lawsuit, but I feel like we need a lawyer to help us fight something, help us battle something, or push something through. I guess it could be criminal. I really hope not. To me, it feels more like there is, interesting. Now we've got your Power card. This is a legal situation that is going to work out in your favor. If we can maintain the balance of these two, the harmony of the mind and the depth of emotion. Okay. Let's see what else we have. A Two of Wands. A lot of court cards here. And a Three. Okay. So the interesting thing is that I think it will work out in your favor, but I don't know that it's really going to make you all that happy, right? I kind of feel like this is something that you will win, but it's putting you at odds with someone else in your life. I don't know if this is a family fight, a family debate, if it's maybe a divorce or a separation. It's some kind of a breaking of a contract or getting out of a contract, right? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot that we will just put down right there. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. All right. If at any point during the show you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. Okay. Let's look around the room here because our major arcana cards, only these two. We only have this Libra energy and this your Sagittarius energy. It could be that it's a Libra person that you're involved in this kind of battle with. But I feel like this is, more than that, this is just a representation of the matter itself, of the, there's some sort of a fight about this, about a contract or a union or some sort of and it could be an employment contract, it could be a marriage kind of thing. But it's something that I think you're fighting, you're debating, you're trying to get out of, right? Maybe it's the other person that initiated this. Either way, there is this kind of breaking of this bond. And I feel like it is going to work out in your favor if you can kind of balance your heart and mind. But I still feel like it's not going to result in absolute happiness and euphoria because it is a separation. It's kind of bittersweet, right? You're making the best of a situation that by its own nature it does not have a happy ending either way, right? We've got a little bit of fire. We've got a little bit of water. We have too much air, I'll tell you that. Too much air. I feel like there might be, it might be a family kind of thing here because I do sense like, I sense an older male energy, and then I feel there's a contemporary energy here. I think the older male energy actually is something It's in this position too. It's this Knight of Swords in the position of what you don't want. But what I feel is contemporary with you is the Prince of Swords, and I feel like that's somebody who is contemporary, same age as you. And that could be the spouse, it could be a sibling, it could be a friend, it could be a business partner, but it's somebody that's like on the same level as you. And maybe this is the person that we are separating from, okay? And maybe there is actually, and there was an issue of infidelity going on, okay? Because I do kind of feel like there was, that there was someone else that either you or they were interested in or are interested in, okay? And I don't know if this is, not passing any judgments. That's not for me to decide, right? Here is that card about justice, and it's kind of that card about deciding things and judging things and coming to a conclusion, making a decision about something. But I feel that there is an interest in something else somewhere. It could be that you want to leave this company that you're with to go pursue something else that you really love, but you're under contract, right? It could be a marriage as well, okay? Either way, it feels like we are being drawn to something else that is that's more meant for us, something that is we feel very drawn to. Okay, but in order to pursue that in the right way, we have to get out of this current situation. So we've got our work cut out for us. And the air energy is a lot. And I think that is really the kind of important thing that we have to do. We have to kind of like bite our tongue in a way. The Six of Swords that's underneath everything, this is, you've got to stay level-headed. You know that you have to be professional, that you have to be courteous and nice, that you have to try to be amicable and harmonious with the situation, right? It's a Six of Swords. We know what we need. And you're trying very hard to keep it professional, keep it nice, right? Say what you're supposed to say in the way, don't have a tone. But it's hard. We've got that Queen of Cups up here at the top. You really, you kind of just want to, you kind of just want to dive into that emotion. There's a depth of emotion here. There is, there's obviously a connection with this past person or this past entity, this past company. But there's also the choice of the future that you have to do. Not you want to do. You have to do what's best for you and yours, right? And so there's a reason why we're involved in this kind of Seven of Wands situation right now. And we're battling against something. And maybe this is you really going against the company. And it feels like a losing battle. Right? Seven of Wands feels like the odds are against us. It feels like this is overwhelming. And maybe it's getting harder and harder for us to keep a level head and stay amicable and play nice when what we want to do is we're feeling overwhelmed by these emotions. Because it feels like this is an unwinnable situation. It feels like you are going up against a Goliath, right? Billy Bob Thornton, really great show on Amazon Video. It's called Goliath. It's a very good show. It's about him going up against, this is the card, every time I see this card, I think of Billy Bob Thornton. I love that guy. This is him going up against those giants, right, that have a lot more resources at their disposal. But I think you're very much like that character. You're going to, through your own strategy, your own cleverness, because of who you are, I think you're going to win. I think you're going to overcome this situation. Now, it's not exact, it doesn't have to be anyway, exactly a legal battle, right? It does have something to do with a contract or an obligation, something that you are trying to get out of to pursue something that is more meant for you. And that's going to take us to the path of the serpent. And as we move over here, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate that. Okay. So the Two of Wands now, this is you feeling as if you should be, and I agree with you, that you should be able to pursue those things in life that you want, that are meant for you. And we understand that things change. Whatever is the situation here, you don't want it anymore. It's not something that you're going to stick with. And that happens, right? You no longer like this job anymore because there's something that's offering you more opportunity, something you feel is more in line with who you are. Something that is more appealing for whatever reason. And you should be able to say, hey, I've changed my mind. I've changed my will. I've changed my intention. I've changed my focus. Maybe this is you, maybe you I don't know, you put in for a house or something, and now you're saying, no, wait a minute, I don't want that one. Or you're going after a degree in university, and now you're saying, wait, no, I don't want that one. Okay? And maybe there's some financial stuff going. I don't see a big financial thing here, though. I don't think money is really tied up into this. I think there's just some kind of obligation or commitment or something that's more like something legally binding, perhaps. But for all intents and purposes, you're changing your will, you're changing your focus. And that is okay. It doesn't mean that the universe is just going to say, here's the path forward, here's the way, right? There's a fight, there's a struggle, we have to figure out how to do it. Right? And sometimes I think in this case, it feels like the universe is saying no. But the fact that we've got your art or temperance card, your power card here in the future position, this tells me that you are going to get what is meant for you. It feels like this is going to be a situation that you do win, if it is a win-lose kind of situation. I think you're getting out of this exactly what you want. But I think at the end of the day, you're still going to feel a little bit saddened by it. It's going to be bittersweet. But at least it's done. At least now you can focus on this next thing. This is the Princess of Cups. It's in the position of your environment. And this is the card that I think represents this new thing, right? It doesn't have to be a person. It could just be, we might not know what it is yet. Sometimes this card is just a fish in a percolator. We know there's something going on, but we don't know what it is. This is my Twin Peaks card. Love this card. We know there's something going on. We're being pulled in a different direction. Maybe you don't know what it is yet. Maybe we haven't really fleshed it out. But we know it's not that thing. Yeah. So you've made this decision to pursue this. It's like when Andy leaves the office in The Office show. You've seen that show, NBC show, the US version of it. Where Andy finally decides that he's done working at the office. He's going to burn that bridge, right? So he can go pursue this vague, acting, entertaining, Hollywood type of career. Doesn't know, actor, singer, he can do whatever. He just knows that he's pulled in that direction, right? So he's ending this situation. It feels kind of the same. I don't think you're like, Andy Bernard from The Office, but there's this kind of vagueness of the future where it's just like, I feel drawn in this way. I'm seeing signs and symbols. You probably have seen a lot of not strange, but like symbols around you, like a turtle symbol or something that just kind of appears in a lot of different places. Maybe you're seeing a lot of angel numbers more frequently, right? Maybe you're seeing a 222, right? In strange places, license plates, clocks. It's just like things that, it's too frequent for coincidence, right? But I think these are those kinds of synchronicities, signs, symbols, and omens that are showing you that there's something out there meant for you. And I think you're making the conscious choice to go and pursue those. Now, there is this older male energy that I feel, and it might be, it seems it's kind of the same mold as the Prince of Swords, obviously, same suit. I don't know that it's an older male energy that is kind of trying to swoop in and save the day and say, whoa, you're about to make a mistake, don't do it. Or if it is kind of if it's sort of representative of that company, or that business, that's kind of like calling in the big guns, that they are now, for whatever reason, they really don't want to let you go. And maybe it's a person, maybe it's a family, maybe it's a friend group, maybe it is your family home, and you're about to go off on this quest. Whatever it might be, I do feel like there is this energy that's trying to tell you what to do. That almost feels like they know what's best for you. Yeah. So when we put out this intention, this is what I want to go pursue, and then someone else around us says, oh, that's not a good idea. Like, really? And I feel that's the Knight of Swords in this situation. It's that energy that's trying to tell you, that's not a good idea. And it is from the same mold as the swords, right? So it's something that is, it's an emissary. It's almost like they work for them, right? It's the energy that's trying to keep you locked up back here. Right? So it may be under the form of a friendly face. It may be in the form of a family member or someone that you trust, but they're working for the other place. Okay? Something akin to that energy. Now, the details may be different for each of you out there, but it's something along those lines. The Three of Swords that we see at the end, this is the understanding of the process of creation, the process of change on the intellectual mental plane. Right? So this is the realization that what we thought we knew, what we once believed in, now we don't believe in that anymore. And so it's difficult for us, I think, to go through this process. This isn't an easy thing for you to do. Right? Not an easy thing for you to do. In fact, it's very emotional. But when you understand the process of change, you understand that you have to be in harmony with change, and you don't feel that anymore. You don't believe in that anymore, and you are following what it feels like your path, these signs and symbols and synchronicities. So you know that in your mind you have to be in harmony with this process, as difficult as it might be. So the 3 really does need to become this 6. And I think we have a 3 at the end here, because there is that bittersweet result at the end, and I do think that you're getting your way, you're getting what you want, what you need, but it is a little bittersweet, because I think that it's almost like this is going to be the last memory you have of that situation, of that company, right? It's going to be a sour taste. We always we want to leave our old job, let's say. We want to have good memories. We want to leave in a very friendly way, and we want to just enjoy that. We want to keep those good memories. But I think in a situation like this, where it just gets a little bit nasty or gets a little bit personal, or it leaves that sour taste in your mouth, and that's how you're going to remember them, right? Could be a person, could be a friend group, could be a community organization, it could be the company that you worked for, or the school, or whatever, okay? That's kind of at the end of the day. We're gonna be happy that we're getting our way, but we're still kind of sad that it had to go down the way it went down, that it had to be such a fight, because now it tarnished our memories of that place or of that person. Okay, let's look at the mystery card. Let's see what's going on with the mystery card. Obviously, I want to see some earth energy. I want to see like some practical things kind of resulting from this. I want to see maybe some more water energy to show that, we're getting over it. That, yeah, it does have that sour taste, but we're going to be fine. It's unfortunate that it went down this way, but it is what it is, right? Maybe earth, maybe water, maybe something like the Empress, maybe something like the Emperor, right? Either one of those, I think, would be very good right now. I think the Wheel of Fortune would be the best, right? Showing that this is your destiny, that this is part of the plan, that the wheel of change is turning and you're doing what you have to be in harmony with that. And it's not always easy, and sometimes it's kind of a fight. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments, okay? See what we have. A 10 of Wands. It's difficult, see? And I think that, I think this is something that you have to realize too, that we get out of this situation, we have this fight, and we know what we're doing is right, and we get free from this past thing. But then the work really begins. And I think it's going to feel very difficult at the beginning. Once you break free of this and you're out on your own doing your thing, you're going to feel like you're carrying this entire burden, because now you don't have anything to fall back on. Right? Now everything that happens is kind of your responsibility. You're carrying all this weight, all of this burden. And I think it's going to be very difficult at the beginning. It will get easier as you go. But just don't give up. Right? This is what you wanted. This is what is meant for you. And you're taking on this responsibility. Expect it to be hard at the beginning. Expect it to be a challenge. Okay? But you can succeed. You can do it. This makes me very hopeful, because you know what it's going to be like. You know how difficult it will be. And after going through this 7 of Wands stuff with this situation over here, I feel like there's nothing that's going to surprise you. I think you're strong enough to handle this kind of responsibility. Just know that it's going to be a lot at first, but it will get, this load will get lighter and lighter as you go. Okay. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link that is up in the corner, or there should be one down below in the video description. New readings for Sagittarius every Wednesday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time, but I'm here every day. Just come on back, see me tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Okay? I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.